Michael is going to join as well.
I know. It's so nice to have him. This month is National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, meant to bring awareness to the disease and its telling signs. Michael Holtz is a survivor and fighter of colorectal cancer, and he's here to bring awareness and talk about your recent trip to D.C. because you're a national ambassador.
Yes.
Tell me just a little bit about your involvement with Fight CRC.
Sure. So Fight CRC is a national advocacy organization, for people with colorectal cancer, survivors, patients, caregivers, and we were in D.C. to fight for more funding for a research program through the Department of Defense's congressionally directed medical research program, which is, high reward, kind of high risk, high reward research done through the Department of Defense. Colorectal cancer, of the top 5 cancers in the country, is the only one that doesn't have its own research program. So we're asking, because colorectal cancer is affecting people of military age more and more, we're asking for funding for a specific research program for colorectal cancer.
You said it's going to be,
tell
me the stat, because I don't want to get it wrong, but it's going to be the number one
cancer killer of people under age 50 by the year 2030. So 7 years from now, it will be the number 1 cancer killer. And as someone who was diagnosed, I was diagnosed at 43, 11 years ago. As someone who's experienced young onset colorectal cancer and knows many people who are, we need to stop that. People should not be dying of colon cancer. It's a disease that was once considered an older person's disease, and that's just not true anymore.
It's really scary, and any kind of cancer is so hard to fight. But you've been cancer-free for how long?
10 years.
10 years.
Yep.
Congratulations on that. That's a real accomplishment. Talk about the signs and the symptoms, just if people aren't quite sure.
Sure. So in my case, I had some really funky digestive symptoms where it feels like I had to go to the bathroom, or I couldn't get to the toilet fast enough. Ultimately, it was blood in the toilet that led me to call my doctor and then get a colonoscopy, which is how my cancer was found. I was at stage 3B. Unfortunately, in earlier stages, the symptoms may not be as prevalent as they were in my case. So it's really important, especially for people age 45 and older, to get a colon cancer screening, whether that's a colonoscopy, it's a FIT test. There are different tests that you can get that aren't invasive, that don't require you to do the prep. I tell people the best test for you is the one that you'll actually do. So, do that test and just see where you are. Knowledge is power. So this is one of those things where cancer can be prevented with colorectal cancer screening.
What's your hope for the future? Because obviously you're doing everything you can to get research done and to raise awareness. So what is your hope?
My ultimate hope is a world without cancer. So there's a lot of work to do, but ultimately making cancer history so that at some point your kids, grandkids, will ask the question, what was cancer?
Boy, wouldn't that be an amazing thing?
Wouldn't that be an amazing thing?
Well, I certainly wish you the best of luck. We showed some of your pictures from your trip to D.C. I know that meant a lot to you, being able to represent them on a national level.
Absolutely an amazing experience.
Absolutely. I am just so impressed. What a cool thing. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
And for all the work you're doing to fight colorectal cancer.
Thank you so much.
All right, we will be back just after this.